Hi everyone, welcome to another devlog on Hopper, my 2D precision platformer. Last time I introduced a new character, Gecko, who laughs at you if you mess up your jumps. A new heron boss who jabs and stomps you.
Perfect KO!
And some new scenes for the story. Since then, I've been thinking about Ribbit's jump directions and how that could affect platforms and how we could use that to make interesting platformer puzzles. So since then, I've been thinking of how to introduce jump directions. By the way, these are just placeholders for the time being. I'm thinking of using a ghostly hologram generated by the checkpoint stone to show the arrow keys. But, anything would do really. Next, I have been customizing the physics on the lily pads and creating different variants. So we have the normal green one, which doesn't respond too much to Ribbit's jump directions. However, if we look at this variant, which is wider and darker, a normal jump generates a lot more momentum. High jump produces less, and a low jump makes you speed across the water. I call these fast lily pads. What I like about these is that if you've gone a little bit too far, you can still use them to navigate the water using your jump direction. Also, because these platforms bounce off each other, you can create this scenario where if the destination is too far away, you can still reach it by spreading out the lily pads, almost like an air hockey arena. Then I made these sinking platforms just to create some additional tension for the player. So here's a scenario. You look out into the water and you see a platform, but you can't quite make the jump. Even if you're right on the edge, it's just too far away. In order to solve this problem, I've been testing out a new idea. Slime. Which isn't a new idea. I've used slime before, but what's different this time is that I can let the player spread the slime themselves. So if we imagine that there's a pool of slime here, and after we jump into it, Ribbit's covered in the stuff, and wherever he jumps next, he'll be able to spread slime across the floor, making it slippery. And with that, we can make a slide for extra momentum, or speed, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, if you're sliding, you can jump miles. Okay, maybe you jump too far. Now, I still have some reservations about using this feature, mainly because although it's fun to spread the slime and slide across, even performing these larger jumps, I'm not sure how intuitive it is for the player to solve a puzzle like this. Perhaps there's a way of introducing this concept without being too explicit. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah. I guess to continue the theme, I've decided to add slime walls. So this originally came from testing wall jumps to see if it would fit into the game. I found it was a lot more fun and interesting if the wall was sliding. From that, slime walls were born to help Ribbit traverse more vertically. Admittedly, they can be a little awkward, but I find the trick to them is to jump whilst you're moving upwards for extra momentum. I have no idea if that's the right word. Next up are bubbles. The joy of bubbles, right. I do plan on making variants of these, but I still wanted to show them, just to show the concept. It's the same as before, jump direction determines your trajectory. So if you jump high, upon landing you will travel downwards. If you jump low, it will make you travel more horizontally. Here we have two bubbles, one close to Ribbit and one close to the wall. And as you've probably worked out, the intended method is to begin with a low jump, so you can get nice and close to the second bubble, and then follow it up with a high jump, so you can get around the wall, reaching the flying platform. Yay! I think there are other ways of using this to make it even more complicated, especially when you combine it with wind as well, because I do have a wind mechanic that can push the bubbles along just a bit further as well. So you can create some interesting puzzles with the bubbles, with the lily pads, with the sliding platforms. I think with variations of these, you can make some interesting scenarios. And I do have more ideas. What's next? Is that it? Oh, that's everything. That's all I've done. No. Oh well. I added some wind effects and lights to the spinning flower. It looks pretty cool now, so yeah. That's it.